Relationships, whether it be love or friendship, they all come in different shapes and sizes. When entering into a relationship, it's important to know yours and your significant other's your relationship dialect. If you've ever heard the term clingy or attached at the hip, or if someone's distant, they're talking about autonomy and connection relationship dialect. When people start talking about forgetting the small stuff, or we're in a rut and there's nothing new that ever happens, they're talking about novelty and connection dialect. When thinking about how open you are with your life or how closed and personal you are with your life, they're talking about your openness to closeness relationship dialect. So recognizing who you are within these dialects will help you and your significant other understand each other better. The first relationship dialect is autonomy connection. Sailor.org describes this as our need to have close and personal connection as well as our own space. Think about when you first enter into a relationship and how you always want to be with that person and the butterflies are there and you always want to spend time and you never want to have time apart. And then think about how you spend a couple months with each other and another couple months and the honeymoon phase is over and the little things kind of start to bother you. So you're going from your connection to wanting to be with each other all the time to enjoying and needing your own personal space. So think about how there are pros and cons. When you spend time away from someone, you miss them, but you also enjoy your own personal space. For my personal example, I'm dating someone who lives an hour and a half from me while I'm at school. While I do miss my boyfriend while he's at school, I also enjoy getting to grow in my own independence and enjoy my own personal space. This also applies to family members and friendships. While I'm away at school, I miss my family dearly, but I also love Baylor and I love having fun there. And then when I'm home, I love being around my family, but then I miss my friends at school. Another example of this is my best friend Haley and I. We grew up together and we were what you called it attached at the hip. And we would spend weeks together, spending the night at each other's houses every single night, no breaks. And while that was great for a few days, we then soon started to get in fights. So our second relationship dialect is novelty and predictability. Sailor says that in a relationship we want both predictability and spontaneity. Think of novelty as a novelty toy and you're a collector. It's unique and surprising to find a novelty toy, and so you absolutely have to buy it. And then think of predictability as a toy that you can find anywhere, whether it be Toys R Us or Target. So you would want only a few novelty toys, otherwise you would go broke because you would feel the need to buy every single one of them. But you also wouldn't want only predictable toys that you could buy at Toys R Us because the Barbie aisle only can change so much. In a relationship, it's the same way. You don't want every single day to be a surprise in your relationship. You don't want new things to be happening every single day. But at the same time, you don't want to be stuck in a rut and have the same things happening every single day. Our third and final relationship dialect is openness to closeness. Sailor says this is the desire to be open with others while at the same time not wanting to reveal everything. The best way to identify yourself is with the Johari Widow model. Here we can see that there are 4 different areas. You can be known to self and known to others, which is your open area. You can be known to others but not known to self, which is your blind area. And you can be not known to self and not known to others, which is an unknown area. So for each area, there's an example of each. When you're not known to yourself and you're not known to others and you're an unknown area, that's everything that is included in the future. So it's basically things that no one would know. When you're known to self and you're known to others, they're open things. Simple things like your hair color or most of the time who you're married to or dating. When there are things that are not known to self but known to others, those are your blind areas, and those are things like gossip. And then finally, when it's known to yourself but not known to others, those are your secrets. The way this plays into a relationship is whether, depending on how much is known to yourself but not known to others, and known to others but not known to self, determines how much receiving and giving you do in terms of information. So, using this model identifies how much feedback you give and receive. If there are many blind spots, you receive a lot of information, and if there are many secret spots, you give a lot of feedback. Knowing this relationship dialect is important when identifying how close you are or open with someone. So in conclusion, these 3 relationship dialects are important for many reasons. At many times, you can discover the root of a problem based off these 3 areas. Whether it's love or friendship, your relationship dialect matters. Thank you.